7 Action Newsroom.
And we begin tonight with that breaking news out of Warren. A customer has reportedly shot a bank robber.
He robbed the bank, made off with some money, and then he was apparently shot by a customer.
The shooter hit the suspected robber 3 times, once in each leg and again in the arm, stopping the robber in his tracks until police arrived.
On this edition of Citizen Soldier, a man walks into a bank to open an account. Little did he know, he was walking right in the middle of a holdup.
Citizen soldiers, holding the light for the ones that we guide from the dark of despair. Standing on guard for the ones that we shelter. We'll always be ready, 'cause we will always.
Throughout America, there is an army of God-fearing, law-abiding citizens that are legally armed and ready in case law enforcement's not around. Welcome to Citizen Soldier.
Detroit City, the Motor City. It was hit hard when the government gave away all those manufacturing jobs to foreign lands. And when the companies pay foreign workers less than slave wages, it's hard to compete. Drugs and gambling became commonplace. The jobs that made Detroit famous became harder and harder to come by. Meet Joe Smith, a 60-year-old father, husband, and grandfather, and a licensed concealed carry permit holder, and one of the lucky ones to still have a great job in the automotive field. One day, Joe stopped into a new local bank to open an account. While waiting for his manager, Joe uses the bathroom. When he walked out, he finds himself right in the middle of a holdup. He watches the robber point a gun at the teller and order her to put money in the bag. As the bank robber turned to walk out, he pointed the gun right into Joe's face. As he left, Joe drew upon his weapon and with an expert shot, put one in his arm to drop the gun, put a second shot in the other arm to drop the money, and then a third shot in one of his legs so he couldn't get away.
I just heard the guy screaming on the ground, while he was in the bank, he got shot. I like it. I like everyone having their own gun and everyone protecting themselves, and maybe it'll start making the bad guys think twice about going robbing stuff.
The good guy won out over the bad guy, and I think there's very little sympathy for someone who shows up at a bank and pulls a gun, a loaded gun, out on innocent people.
Most survivors of violent crimes are happy if a civilian who's legally carrying a gun steps in and saves the day. But we know there's a lot more criminals out there, and they think prying on civilians is easy game. Well, we've got news for you. It's not. And we got one more piece of advice for those criminals out there. You better think twice before you do something stupid.
Citizen soldiers, holding the light for the